My name's Amber Wheeler and I'm the chairperson of Narberth Allotments and Community Orchard. There isn't much land available around here, even though we're in the countryside. The land that's available to rent is virtually none. It's very hard for people to find land to rent, so we didn't have much choice. And this field that we started the allotments in is actually a north-facing field. And some people said, you'd never get anything to grow there. Nothing will ever grow, as you can see. You know, it's absolutely amazing. We've got tons of produce now. So we basically had to make do with what we had. But when we designed the allotments, we put the allotments in the sunniest spot and the most sheltered spot. Then the orchard then came on the sort of steep part of the hill, so that to make use of that steep hill and be able to do something with it. We have a good relationship with our landowner. We pay them a good amount per year. We have a tenancy agreement, a lease with them, and then we subdivide then and have tenancy agreements with all our plot holders, and the income we get from our tenants then pays the lease of the overall land. We also have a bit of money left over for maintenance.
Hi, I'm Phil Bird. I'm Director at Swansea Community Farm, and we're the only operational city farm in Wales. I wasn't involved in the project at the time, but I do know that we undertook feasibility studies on at least 2 or 3 sites, of which this was one. And in the end, I think what swung it for this site was its location. It was always very strong in its ethos as a community farm, and to be in an area of social need was quite important to the project. So that's why we're in Forest Park and serve some of the more deprived communities in Swansea. It was important to have access to people as a city farm and a community farm. It's all about bringing people from the city into the countryside within the city farm context. Having a social element to the project was also very important, and that's why we're in one of the more deprived areas of Swansea and not somewhere more well-heeled where we would probably be better off financially, but in terms of meeting the social need, it's very important that we're where we are. So we did the feasibility study, then I think negotiations began with the landowners, which was the Education Authority of Swansea City Council. A lease was negotiated, all the necessary permissions, planning permissions, they were all sought and eventually granted, and we were up and running as a farm. As I say, in 1998 we got the farm. Our first building went up in 2002. I think our first member of staff was in 2000. So it's a very gradual process. So don't expect an instant farm. Sure. Or if you do, it won't have the same feel as something that's grown gradually and incrementally.